I'm Captain Julien Adams. I'm a B-1 Weapons System Officer with the 34th Bomb Squadron.
And I'm Captain Daniel Adams, B-52 Weapons System Officer, the 69th Bomb Squadron.
And we are the Bomber Brothers. Growing up together, you always had that best friend, that family member that you always kind of attached to. But I know for me, when I was growing up, my brother was always smarter, always faster, bigger, whatever. I would always have to work harder to kind of keep up and catch up with him. And I did that all throughout my life kind of deal. Till today, I still believe I am still catching up to him now.
We grew up military, so my dad was 23 years Marine Corps retired, and it almost fit to go into the military. So we grew up in Japan, and then we moved to North Carolina, where we went to college. And then from there, my brother decided to join the Air Force ROTC, and then a semester later, I decided to follow in his footsteps. Our parents were always supporting us to do what we felt was right. So going throughout high school, there was no desire to be in the military, and right around college is when we really figured out that, hey, this is the route that we want to go with. And ultimately, our parents were always supportive all the way through graduating high school, to college, commissioning in the Air Force, and even now with our bombers. The question of why not the same bomber did come up a bunch of time when he was getting ready to graduate from NAV school. The joke actually went around when, I guess, the 5th Bombing, where I worked, 69th Bomb Squadron, knew that I had a twin brother in the NAV program. They wanted to see if they can get him into the B-52. Personally, growing up with somebody for 18 years, I didn't want him in the same community. But yeah, I mean, it's too much twins. So, I mean, why not spread the love a little bit? Being twins, they're still an older and still younger. My brother is an older brother by 1 minute. And you always want to outpace your sibling. So whether it's a brother or sister or twins, you always want to be better.
Joining the flying side 3.5 years after my brother started, he already went the bomber route, so I already had bombers kind of in my mind. After going through Pensacola and going through the training, through the whole pipeline there was a choice of 2 bombers you can choose from. It's B-52s or it's going to be B-1s for weapons system officers. The B-1 is a supersonic aircraft. It's much faster than B-52, so I chose that thinking I can one-up him. The B-1 is an all-weather bomber. The max speed is 1.2 Mach. We're able to carry guided and unguided munitions as well as cruise missiles. And we have variable wing sweep positions for our wings, so we can go ahead and keep them in the forward position, or we can sweep them all the way aft if we're trying to go low level or flying faster.
The coolest thing about the B-1 would be its capability of going supersonic. 1.2 Mach. If you got into a fight with a fighter and you had to run, you can definitely outrun them.
I think the coolest thing about the B-52 that's very different from the B-1 is they're a 5-person crew instead of a 4-person crew. And one of the biggest things, the strong points for the bomber community, is we have more people on the jet. So if you're looking at a fighter, there's only 1 person on there, or maybe sometimes 2. But having 4 or 5 individuals on there, it just brings more knowledge to the fight. So B-52 having 5, they're able to divide their task more efficiently than if you had a crew of only 4 like in the B-1s.
The B-52 is a 8-engine all-weather bomber. It's capable of carrying all kinds of munitions, whether it's GPS-guided bombs, nuclear payloads, or even cruise missiles. Having been in the military for about 6 years now, brotherhood is a big thing. Whether you're really brothers or not, you always have that peer or somebody that you can count on in the military to help you through any situation, whether it is combat related or it could be socially relatable, I guess. But brotherhood is a big thing. I'm fortunate to actually have a brother in the military who is my exact peer. We might not be on the same aircraft, but I do have somebody I can bounce ideas off of or even seek out help.